What's up, everyone? Another Void back with more Factorio for episode 43. I've really been wanting to record this for actually a couple days. Just haven't gotten around to it. I have other things going on, and I don't know. I need to make sure I keep recording because I want to get to the next pieces, and I since I haven't recorded it, I can't play it, right? So what you're seeing here is just novice. I did a little bit of base expansion. I want to show you what I did off camera. I expanded the base a little bit. As you can see, kind of pushed these choke points down to here. I have this 20 or actually 40 spidertron bot army over here. I've labeled in green them a little army. They did a pretty decent job, pretty easy to clear that out. But I stopped. I really want to clear out way back to here, but there's really not much point until I get faster bots because it's taking a long time for them to fly across and build anything. So as you can see, I also pushed this back, or just took that wall out and kind of did some cleanup, cleaned up some tracks, expanded the base a little bit. So I'm just kind of doing maintenance work, really, expansions and stuff, having fun, having a good time. Not much to talk about here. I do want to do quality very soon, but I want the quality module 3. I feel like at this point, there's no point in starting that until I get that. So another thing I'm noticing is this guy sometimes has a hard time. See how we've got a couple of turrets that are out? So I bumped this guy up to 60 plates and then stop instead of 100. We might have to up this even more. Actually, let's just do that right now. Let's make this 80. I know, because what it'll do is it slows this down from refueling, and that just gives the system more time to get all the resources it needs to keep operating the military. And I'm sure there are better ways to do this, and for the next ship that we go to, I can't remember what it's called, Inoco or something like that. What's it called? Aquilo. We will build something better. We're going to have to build a new ship because the solar panels won't work as well, etc., etc. I might have to get some better quality items, too, before we do that. So anyway, that's what I've been doing off camera. Let's get back to Fulgora. I did mess around a little bit. I did kind of look around as well. I do like to look around the map off camera because I don't want to spend time doing that on camera. So I know what I want to do next. We're going to pick up and move. But first, I need to build... and I thought I built an electromagnetic dude. I guess I didn't. So let's build one of those real fast. There we go. Our first electromagnetic plant. Let's plop it down here. Let's pick this other stuff up because I don't need it anymore. There's not really much resources in here. So no big deal. Let's just get ready to get out of here. All right, so we want to make these lightning rods. Oh yeah, those are not a big deal. I think I already sent myself bricks. I might not have, and that would be a big fail if I didn't, and I didn't. So why don't we request some of those, and I'll go get them. I can make those. All I need is a furnace. I'll just make these. Why am I not just making these? There you go. Let's make some bricks real fast. All right, I got 10. Let's start picking stuff up. Let's just do it with the bots here. Let's not pick that guy up till the end. Did we drop something right here? What is this? Nothing? Okay. Let's do some more bot action like this. And then last but not least, we're going to pick this up. And yeah, I think I can carry everything in here. Cool. Barely, probably. Yeah, barely. All right, let's get going. I probably should have left that there. All right, let's run for the hills. Oh, I should have done this during the day. This is a bad idea, guys. It's a majorly bad idea. Right, it's pretty far north. It's not very close. Nope, that's a bad spot. Keep going, keep going. Should be... Oh my god. Should be about right here. Where's this big old place? Did I already pass it? Is it here? Oh no, I'm gonna get fried. I might die. Like, not even joking. Oh, here it is. This is it, right? Yeah, this is the big island. Okay. Whew. Okay, there should be a lot of dudes here. Oh, I can't get up right there. That is not the big one. Is this the big one? Come on, please have a thing. This is not it. No, this is small. Oh, ouch. Where's the big one? Let's look at the map. Oh, there. No. That should be it. All right, keep going. Okay, over here we got some... We got to get inside the things. Man, it's all cliffs. It's all cliffs. Okay, at least... Nope, get up in there. Okay, well, that's daytime now. Now, I think if I recall, this is to the north a little bit more. If I remember correctly. Just got to keep going. I was looking for a huge island before, because somebody said, like, hey, it's good to find a big island. You don't want a small one. Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe it's a giant. Okay. Yeah, this is it? Yeah, this is it. Yep. This is the island. Okay, so this is more of a continent than islands. That's perfect. All right, yeah, see, it's huge. We got lots of stuff over here. I'll get my cliff explosives out pretty soon and clean some of that stuff up. All right, that's good for now. Let's get something set up. Actually, let's set up one of those lightning things first. Come on, come on, come on. Here, there we go. There we go. Man, almost got zapped. Let's start setting up these guys now. We don't really need solar. What we really need is, and actually we're probably going to need one of these. Right, and then we'll put them all around that. So maybe what I can do is this for now. You want them to overlap some, but there we go. There, that should work. Then you just need to plop down a lot of these accumulators. So let me get my blueprint real quick, and we'll paste down a nice electric grid here. All right, so let's get the scrap reset up now. So let's kill all this stuff. This is going to be very interesting, actually. And I kind of like how they've set this planet up. And let's just do that. It's going to be tons of stuff. We really are going to need tons of boxes is what we're going to need. Let's get this on the grid. That grid is incorrect. There we go. Okay, that should be there. No, not everybody's on the grid. Well, we just need to connect this guy, right? Let's make a couple more of those guys, I guess. Just a couple. I don't want to waste any resources at all. There we go. Okay, so one way to do this is just do underground for now. And I probably want to start here, and I'll work my way down. So we're going to be expanding this thing as we go. So what we're going to do is we got scrap guys, right? So what do we need to build scrap guys? Oh, we have tons of stuff to build scrap guys. Let's create let's do 5 more for now. Let's do 4 scrap processors, right? So I think they go like right there. Oops. We'll do 2, and we'll just expand the system as needed, right? Because we don't really need to expand it right now. There we go. It saves us a little bit of belt there. Okay, great. And then we're gonna do, these guys, obviously, I guess. Then what we're gonna do is output to a belt. So it should be pretty easy to extend this belt, and actually we could probably extend it up that way too. How much space do we have here? Really up to that half right there. All right, so let's do this. The belt will go this direction. It's gonna put everything on the belt. It's gonna be a sushi belt. So big old sushi belt, right? And then again, we're going up to here, up to right there-ish. So we're gonna do a fat sushi belt. I don't know if this will work. I'm just trying it. I didn't read this or anything. I just figured, well, this is probably gonna work. Now let's make it go way down here. We can expand that as needed again. Let's see, are we here yet, guys? Oh, we are. Nice. There we go. That's gonna help a lot. Let's just get these guys. I know they're expensive, but I don't care. It's fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this stuff into red boxes. We're gonna put the output into red boxes, okay? We're gonna start up here. It should work from there. I'm not exactly sure. Now, we're also going to need, obviously, bots. So let's get some of these guys. And I probably should put this in the grid, to be honest. We can start there. And will it stretch? Yes, it will. Nice. Okay, and I bet you can go to here. Nice. Okay, cool. So now we got a little bot network going with logistics. Yeah, we're all in the space. Let's drop some dudes. Cool. Is that all of them? Because I might need... yeah, we're good. Maybe a couple of... Let's drop all these guys. We can always get more, right? Let's go get some more of those guys. Let's just go get all the bots under the sun. They'll bring us more. Yeah, they're bringing us more bots right now, actually. Okay, so let's drop a few more of these guys. We probably don't need that many yet. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, look, you are picking up... What are you picking up? Let's see what we got. Rock would be good, but rock would really be good way down here because we can just transfer it to... Oh, we didn't set up that furnaces. Let's set up the furnaces on this side, okay? There we go. So that'll soak up some of the rock. That's the point, kind of. And then this will go back. Nope, wrong direction. Like that. And we'll do, I don't know, 4 blocks. We probably don't need that many. Maybe 2. 2 stacks of stone. There we go. And he's not part of a thing, huh? Oh, he's just outside. Just a bit outside. It's an old baseball thing. Okay, let's dupe this then. All right, cool. We'll dupe this as well. There we go. Nice. Okay. Now he's inside. Okay, so that's going to get us the rock. So the next thing we're probably going to want to process is holmium, right? So we're going to want rock down here. The stuff that's not going to be needed anywhere else can just go here. Then we want holmium, right? Because it's going to also just be used in the holmium process. So this is going to be rock. Rock. And I don't care if the whole box fills up. That just doesn't bother me at all. Holmium, right? Because what are you going to do? You got to get it off the thing. Another thing you got to do is keep processing the thing. So you can, I think you can recycle pretty much anything. So if you get too much, you just move it to a recycler. So that's what we'll be doing with the trash down here, is we'll just be recycling it. All right, so let's, well, we got those two things. I don't know what you can do with solid fuel other than put it in trains, probably. That's probably what we'll use it for. Hey, look at this. We got concrete. Nice. Now we can tell them we don't need any more. Yeah, we'll tell it we don't need any more in a little while. So we got concrete, ice. That's good. We're going to need ice for the holmium process. We don't want to kill that off. Let's make ice, right? Because we're going to use that. Then we don't have to ship it anywhere. So there's that. What other raw products do we have? Steel would be good. That's not going to be reprocessed. Basically, I'm just setting up all the stuff that's not going to be reprocessed. The stuff that we're going to keep right from this first process, right? So there's steel. Batteries will be reprocessed. Stone we already got. Gears will be reprocessed. Copper cable will not. I mean, we can. You can actually process that back to copper plates if you really want to. But I think it's pretty valuable, so I am not going to do that. Now, where the hell is it? That's a good question. I think it's back here. There. Duh, I'm just can't see. Okay. We also get batteries. Those will be reprocessed. All the other stuff I think is going to get reprocessed. So let's go up here now and start doing this. We'll do gears first. That's probably one of the biggest things. So what we're going to do with this stuff is we're going to collect a certain amount of it, right? And then what we're going to do is move it into processors once we have a certain amount. Like we're going to keep like 400 gears at all times. Anything else just goes into here and makes us iron plates, right? And then iron plates will build up. And when that is full, that'll process into just garbage because you don't want to stop up your system. So the next thing we'll do is, I guess, batteries or chips. It doesn't really matter at this point. Let's just duplicate this and put it down 3 more times. I kind of wanted to do this a slightly different way, but this is fine. It just seems like this is a little bit too close together. We might have to move some of these as I figure out kind of what we want to do, but this is fine. The last thing is batteries. These are more complicated than the rest of these. Okay, great. All right, so everything's good. Now I just have to dump it, right? So just dump it. There we go. It's going to dump out all that stuff. Oh, I didn't do... Oh, it is 10 items. So let's grab the... What's it called? This guy. Low density material. Cool. None of it has really come out yet. Good. Now, what we can also do... Can I make a splitter? Because that'd be really nice. I can make one. One splitter. What I'm going to do is wrap the belt on itself so we get more throughput. There we go. Now we got we can put way more on here. So, actually what we should do is do it here. Let's pick that up. We'll do it down here, right? We'll do it right here. So that way it kind of clears up space for these. Let's put another couple scrappers in here. Just copy the whole setup. Oops. Boom. There we go. Okay. So we got a little bit of primary processing going at least. What we can now do is keep making holmium. How much do we want? Probably as much as we can get. So why don't we load in ice and holmium right here? Let's request it. Right? We'll request ice here and holmium there. Again, we probably just can use regular inserters because pretty soon we're going to need to. We want ice here. 50 ice is fine. Holmium, 50 probably is fine. There we go. Oop, no, 50. Seriously. 50, good. Okay. So now that process is good. Oh, we didn't do yeah, we need these guys. Well, we might not need it for ice, but it's fine. We'll leave it in there for now. Okay. Holmium is good. This guy is also good, right? It's delivering stone. We're making bricks. Let's get some bricks into the dude here. We got 46 bricks. That's tons of bricks. Because we really need to get all of... We need to collect all of this lightning coming in. We're just wasting power, just not collecting it, right? So this is another thing we're going to want right there. Let's dump it off here. We might want to actually try to make copper wire, because I think it's going to be kind of difficult, honestly. Oh, we got fuel. We forgot fuel. There's 12 products in here. So fuel, I don't think is going to be something we break down. Let's change this to fuel, solid fuel. There we go. We'll just pull out any. Okay, solid fuel. What else is on there? I think we're getting everything, right? No, concrete, which is also probably something we're not going to want to break down. Let's get the concrete. I believe it. Yeah, it's right there. Cool. Okay. Now, what happens when we put fuel back in here? We just get more fuel. So that's just a way to trash it. Okay. Fuel doesn't do anything. What about I know these do. Like that is plate, that is, you know, plastic and red chips, and this is actually green chips. This is copper plate. We'll get a lot of copper plate out of that. This is also plastic. These, on the other hand, I have no idea what they're going to do. Let's drop this guy in there. Nothing. I bet you this does nothing. Oh, bricks. Like, okay. We can get bricks off that. Not very often, which is probably fine. It is a way to get rid of it. The point is you can get rid of it that way. All right, so let's process the next set of stuff. But first, let's make a few more of these guys. Right, we need steel. How are we getting steel? I thought we got steel out of this. We don't? I thought steel came from this process. It does, right there. So we need pretty much everything that you get from scrap almost. Yeah, everything of this comes from scrap. So why don't we set ourselves up with some subcomponents here? Let's get some subcomponents. So let's get some of this. 100 is fine for us. Yep, chips, all this stuff. We don't really need any of that, but I guess it's fine. Let's get some concrete, right? Maybe, you know, 100 or something. That it'll pull it from here and give it to us. All right, great. We should get some stuff. Now we should be able to, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got 12 scrappers. This is plenty. Now we need to know what are we doing with the next guys, right? Here's our next set. Well, maybe we don't need that many. What we're going to do is let's process, because you can only process one each. That's why I was going to split it a little bit. So why don't we need some storage, I think, boxes, so that these guys have a place to put stuff. Let's just use all of our components. We'll put storage right here for now, and then we'll pick it up because we're going to pick some stuff up here. So let's cut this, put it there, and then we'll cut it again and put it there, because you need space to process this stuff, right? Each recycler can only do one thing. There we go. Okay. So we need 2 more? Right, there we go. Okay, so this is going to make us plate. We'll say, let's do this for now. Let's hook this up. Okay, so we're going to say, hey, when you have 400 gears, let's say, right, when gears are greater than 400, give me some plate. We don't need that. So do that. So now, see, you can see it says, hey, I recycle gears. And we're getting tons of plate off this thing. Obviously, it's super fast. So now we got tons of plate. We're going to do the same thing. This, you don't need a line, because I'm only getting one item. So I can put this directly into a dude like this. The thing is, though, I don't need this. You don't need that. Looks good. I don't care how much you have in there. Except that we're going to say, whenever you have... Basically, we're going to do the same process right here. Whenever you have more than 400 plate, just trash it. So that should, I think, get us into nothing. The problem is we're going to end up with some plate, so we can recycle it back in. How do you put it back in that box? That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if you can. You could put it on a belt and put it back in itself. Yeah, but what's the easy way to do that? I guess what you could do is say, because this only gives you plate. Well, let's wait till it works. Okay, this guy is going to get us multiple things, right? It's a bunch of stuff. But let's wait till we have 400 of that as well. When you have 400 chips, advanced chips, then start processing. That might take a while. Let's keep doing that. We're going to keep doing that right down the line here. All right, that's all set up. Now, this guy should be the first guy we see start working, but we'll wait. We'll wait for that. And actually, I'm going to run into my grid. I bet you could do two of these rows per grid, and I'm just screwing it up a little bit. I should probably move this whole thing over. It's not a bad idea. Why don't we do that? So the first thing we're going to cut is this. Right? Because let me see. If I did it there, I could do it there probably. Yeah, I bet you I could. This is going to run into that, though. I'm not going to have any space at all. Maybe we hop over that. Yeah, we'll restart it right here. Let's hop over that. So what we'll do is we'll just cut this guy. We'll put him, I guess, here. That's probably good enough. Because what we'll do is just go like this. Then we're going to have to see. But that's not it. One more. Right there. Okay. Like that. Okay, cool. That is good. That'll work. So for this guy, I'm going to set up kind of an old school one, just like I've done before. We'll do a requester and then a distributor, right? So we'll do the distributor down here. This guy's 4? Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then we'll do a requester chest. This is going to be very just typical. The difference here will be, yeah, that's probably fine. I don't really care if it has that much. The difference here is going to be, it's only going to load if this guy has less than a certain amount. So why don't we do this first? We're going to say, look, when you have enable when you have less than 10 of these or something like that. Let's say 20 of these, because that'll give me about 30, right? That's what it's going to do. So here we go. What's it not doing? Okay, well, the only way to fix that, how do I pick up what's on it? There we go. Won't do it now. Why not? Alright, so I'm just going to take that off. It's trying to load the wrong thing. There you go. And then I can do this. Okay, let's just do it all over again. Alright, so now this guy will pull it out. There we go. Okay. So now I'll have at least 20 of those guys building up. No problems there at all. I got plenty of this guy. He should stop when I have, 100 or 200 or something. But I can process this down, and that'll make brick. So let's do that next, actually. We're going to have to split these up, too. Those we don't. I don't think we have to do those or that or that. I just need to move. Actually, I don't have to move any of them up. What I should do is move this up to here. Well, the thing is, when you get multiple items, you're going to want to split them in multiple ways. So I'm going to have to move this whole line, probably. This guy is fine, right? He gives out plate. Plate goes into here. You got some extra plate. So what I was thinking about doing is doing something like this, where it goes around, and it just puts it back on the line, and just puts it back in there. So eventually it just destroys it. That's literally the death of this guy, right? It's making it into nothing. Perfect. Okay, that's the end of the line for that. Now we'll go with this guy. We're going to have to move all these down probably, but let's go with this guy. Let's stick 100 in there and see what happens. All right, so far I'm just seeing red and green chips. So that's not a lot to deal with. Again, the point is I don't want a lot to deal with. Just a couple of things, right? Red and green, that's all I want. So red's easy. It's got to go back this direction. So I'm thinking about maybe I take it around. Well, I can't, because then I could do longhand. I could grab. That could work. But really red is the next thing. So, I could do red out this. But see, there's no way to get it in the box. Maybe I need to move these down one, because if I had more space, I could just put it, I could go out and then back into the box. But really, I could just recycle those. So why don't we move this guy up? Right? Let's move him to here. That's way far up here, though. Let's put this guy, this is going to be the red. All right? This guy can be the green, I think. Green will get you a couple things. And the red won't be here. We're going to do this with the red guy. We'll go like that. But the thing is, I really like to splice in right here with the red. And with green, we'll just go down a little further. So green will go that way. Red is going to split off We need a splitter. We're gonna need more splitters. I need chip green. Okay, so let's get some green because I'm gonna need them. Okay, now I need a regular splitter. I need my plate. Let's get some plate. Let me put plate on me, actually. There we go. Let's do copper as well, even though I'm not gonna have any for a while. All right, cool. Let's get a couple splitters. We're gonna need those for to set up the rest of this. So what we're really doing here is we're processing and getting some components and other things for free. Then we'll figure out, well, what do we need to do to actually produce here? That's what we'll do next. So let's back this guy off probably. What we're gonna wanna do is put this guy on a splitter. And actually, I don't think you can put it right on the splitter. You have to put it like right there, which is gonna make it really hard to do what we wanna do for red, because again, it's gonna be really difficult to turn it around. I mean, what we could do is go to there and just turn it. That's probably fine. We'll just say, look, red, output priority, not priority. Filter on the left is red. Right? No, we want it on the left. Okay, there we go. So we can just drop that stuff to here, and it'll put green here, right? And then red on the other one. So green can go in here. We're going to want a box for that, definitely. And then we'll just do this whole thing right here. So you just do this. But we're going to say, hey, instead of that, it's green chips. There we go. Green chips. Great. So we got green. Now we're going to want red, same thing, but we're going to want to curve it. But again, we don't have enough space. This guy is literally just in the way. He's in the way. I can move it out one more time. Seems very excessive, man. I could just do it right here. Here, we'll move this box back. We'll do the same. Oh, we can't. This is going to be a funky mess. Oh, well, it is what it is. We're going to do it like this. We'll collect, right? And we'll say you are red. Again, it's just funky. I'm not going to mess with it. In fact, let's do the same thing here. Let's pull this up and just cut and paste. So at least they're in a row. And then you'll do that. But we're going to need another one right here. That's the sucky part. I don't care, man. Whatever. This one will go like that. And like that. That still works, I think. Okay. So that way we can just have this go into here. So it can just go like right there. And again, I think probably this is cheaper. There we go. Okay, now we can do this. There we go. And we have both types. Once it builds up 400, it will start killing it. You don't need this. This box is superfluous now. So why don't we just do die there. But what I do want to do is put some more chipsets in here because we don't need that many. So now we're going to get red chipset death. Okay? That's good. We don't need the green one then right here. We need to follow on with this. Green will be in the future because we're going to need to use it for both, right? I don't know if that'll be right, but we will see. So what we're going to do here is we got plastic copper cable, which we can send over to, you know, here. We'll probably send it to... I thought that was storage. I don't? Okay. We won't send it to storage. We'll just put it in the thing, in the container. So stuff that goes in containers will split off. Right? So we're going to do another split. Which means, okay, green chips over there. We'll split this. Everything else can go that way. That means that's too close, probably. And that's too close as well. So this is kind of a fun little puzzle, is what this is. This is going to have to be a loop. Because that'll get stopped up. No, it doesn't have to be. But it is going to have to do something really, really weird. Like this. That is so strange, man. Then when this builds up, we have to kill it as well. What we could do is pull stuff out we can do it again, right? Actually, they can go right into that. Right? Because it's just overflow. So we put it in these two boxes. Actually, this kind of works out. Not really, though. We have to split it again. Actually, we can. I think we can keep it working. So we'll just do this, but backward. Let me do this, but backward. Right? We're gonna do it like this. And this is gonna say, hey, if you've got, we'll do this as plastic. If you've got more than 400 plastic, kill it. And this is if you got more than 400 of these guys, kill it. Right, now we can just do that. It should be fine. Okay, now this guy is going to go up here. Probably like that. Which means this box is in the wrong spot. Which means that's probably also in the wrong spot. So what we need to do here is make it go that way. And we need to make it... let's get a bunch of these guys. We're going to split it again. Because I need to have 2 inputs. Which means this guy's going to have to be... Actually, he could pull right off that, I bet you. Alright, so now we can cut this and put it right here, I think. Right? There we go. And then we put this guy up here. This is the green chip guy. We don't need that. We can just put it right into there. Okay. Now if I put... There we go. Oh, it's giving it to me. That's funny. So, okay. That is done. I believe. I think that's the whole thing. Except this guy doesn't have anywhere to put stuff. Let's give this guy an ability to export. There we go. Nice. Now we have 2 ways to get copper wire. Nice. Okay, now we'll go to plastic. That was what we were having a hard time getting. That'll help us get science, right? So we're close. And actually doing rockets on this planet is easy because we already have most of the components. All we have to make is like rocket fuel, and boom, we have rockets. So because we're going backward. So this should be a lot easier of a planet to work with because there's just not that much to do. Oh, I didn't filter this? Uh-oh, that's bad. Filter. Use the filter. You want, you're doing this, and you're doing the other thing. You're doing plastic. There we go. So give me that. Give me your plastic. Wow, I have a lot of plastic bars. Let's put all of them in there. I don't need that many. It's not working. Oh, it's because it's the wrong thing. They're opposite. There we go. So let's change this to plastic. Boom. Okay. Plastic should get us... Oh, gets us more plastic. So now we're going to have to do this trick. Right? This one right here. But we want to do it horizontally. And we're going to kill it. We're going to say, hey, you can just put this back in. Okay. Do we need to do the same with this? Let's just check. Oop. Oh, gets us plate. That's kind of neat. Plate we actually want. So what we'll do is put plate in a box, and we'll do it over here, and we'll do the plate recycler right there or something. Okay, this guy does iron plate and then more copper cable. So copper cable we could... Well, we probably can't send it back there. Yeah, we probably can't send it back there. That's okay. We'll just have an output for it. And an iron plate can go back to this guy. How are we going to do that? That'll be interesting. All right, so now what we can do is for this guy, say, hey, if you have too much, just go this way and like dump it to Crumpet, man. You don't need to worry about it. Just dump it. Now for you, I actually could go around and go back through here. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're not going to have any space in here to work, really. It's just going to be kind of funky. Yeah, that takes up this whole guy, so he's out. That's okay, though. We don't have anything else. What does this guy make? Oh, copper plate. I mean, I can go underneath and go that way. Yeah, I could do that, probably. Let's do it over here. Copper plate can be right there. Because what I can do is say, give me copper plate, right? And then do it on underground to here. Well, actually, we could turn it. We're going to have to... It can't turn. It can turn around there, though. No, it can't see. Damn. It just keeps doing it. There we go. Okay, that makes space for this. Perfect. Now we have copper as well, so let's grab one of these guys. We're going to need it. Ooh, that's going to be funky. Let's do it right there, probably. Yeah, that kind of works, and it kind of doesn't. What we'll do is backtrack. This is going to be such a spaghetti, but it's all right. We're going to have to move this whole op. This is what I was talking about. But that's okay. We'll go down like this. Spaghetti eyes the hell out of this thing. So what this guy is saying is when you have 400 copper plate, you know, start dumping. Yeah, this guy doesn't have anything. Okay, cool. And then this is going to need one of those recycle things. Because there's going to be times when we don't want any more. But we want to vert that. Okay, there we go. All right. That's done too. All these are done. This whole thing is done. It's all handled. And we've got the stuff in the network to give us things. Let's start making lights because I can't see anything. Can I get wire too? Give me some wire maybe. A couple hundred wire. Those are subcomponents though. Give me wire. That'd be nice. There we go. Now I can make a lot of lights. Again, we're just going to make whatever we need right now. We'll make it later. Actually, we'll build it later. Kind of wanted to put it there. Let's put lights right here. It's going to take a little bit of power. Not that bad. All right, that's good for now. All right, so that is done. Now we got to move these because they need their own space, right? And that's why I was saying we're going to need more space than this. So let's move this guy down. Actually, what does he produce? It's plates. How do we get... We can get the iron plates across here. Well, yeah, if we do an underground here, we can. Will that go all the way? No, not all the way. Why won't it do that? There we go. All right, so now we can actually get it across because I wanted to use the recycler over here. So I'm going to send plate to here. I'll longhand it. I probably can't longhand it, honestly. Because that's there. See? I can move this down. Yeah, let's do that. Let's cut and paste this. Super insane. A nice, insane little spaghetti. Spaghetti's fun sometimes, right? Spaghetti's fun sometimes. Not really. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to have to do that, right? And then that means we're going to have to filter this out. So what we can do instead of doing the split thing is just put, hey, this guy only does iron plate. That's all he does, right? See, there we go. And then we can just send it this way. There. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That ain't good. What just went down there? No, we don't want that in there. Give me the plate. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I know what we can do. There. Okay, perfect. That works. Okay, so that still works. Now, this guy's easy. You just put the plate right here. Right? So, you just do this. This guy's copper. This is pretty fun, actually. So, again, you're going to want to do something like that. No, that won't work. That should. There you go. Okay, it's going to pick up copper and then throw away whatever it doesn't want. Looks good to me. All right, what is this guy doing? Have we done anything with this? We haven't. Let's do this and just see what comes out. We're perfectly set up for more copper plate. And the plastic is directly across. We're getting steel, too. Okay. We don't want the steel. I mean, I can just put it back on the line, I guess. All right, so we got... I know what we have now. So we got this guy again. We'll just literally copy-paste this guy. There we go. What is this guy waiting for? There we go. Okay. Now we got steel, which should just go right back onto the line. I wonder if the longhand can do that. Yeah. But let's tell it I want only steel, buddy. There we go. Put it back on the line. There we go. Okay. Then we also have plastic, which plastic goes over here. And we can send it back onto the thing, probably. I don't know. That might be kind of difficult. We can just do another box, probably. And then longhand it, what, right into that? No, that won't work. Maybe we do this. There, that gives us a little more space. So we can box it, and then go under. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. That actually gives us a lot more plastic, which is kind of cool, because we kind of need probably a lot of that. So there we go. And then this guy can just send it under to here. And we'll do it again. There, in case he gets over 400. Nice! All right, that's all done too. Are we done? No, we need to do concrete. Let's move concrete up, since we're going to process it. Let's move it to here, probably. We don't want to make it too high, right? Let's kill it. Let's put it back in. Right, we only want so much. We're going to say, you know, you probably need maybe a little bit better system here. You'd prefer it there. Okay. Use filter, concrete. Okay, so now it's going to say we have over 400 concrete. Start killing it. And this gets us brick, I think, right? And, I mean, brick is good to have, and then we need to send it to a recycler. That's actually too high. We need to take it down one. This whole thing needs to come down to there. Let's just put it here, man. There we go. All right. So it's definitely more than 400. Oh, it's kind of slow. That might be a problem. Here, guys, here's some storage. Jesus, man. All right, so bricks. We can. Oh, iron ore too. We don't want that. Just one more thing to process, I guess. Let's get a thing for bricks. Then we can probably stop burning them. Maybe. This is just bricks, though. Bricks. And then when you have more than 400 bricks, scale them into this. Let's put some bricks in here and see what happens. Yeah, nothing. Oh, more bricks. Okay, we're gonna have to do the recycle thing. Except that means this is gonna suck. That's okay. I know what to do on this one. This is iron ore, right? We don't want iron ore. Let's just kill the iron ore. Oh, no, I need one more scrapper. So this is not a scalable system, by the way. This is a huge spaghetti just to get us going. There is no scalability here. It just is what it is. I just want to get it going so I know I can make things, right? Where is the scrapper? There it is. Okay. This, I just want to go right into here. We might eventually want to do something with this, but right now I don't want to do anything with it. I just want to kill it. Kill it. There you go. Okay. And he's going to want to do the go around thing, probably. There. Okay. All right. Everything is handled now. Well, everything but this. So when these get too high, I want them to go in a thing where it just kills them. So I'm going to need probably 2 more scrappers for this, or recyclers. I call them scrappers. But we want to put this on a belt that circulates. Right? And then this guy's going to pull them all in. They're going to be like, hey, that's, you know, you don't want that stuff. Let's do, well, right now we'll do 2. Then we're just going to recycle that even, because it's going to say, like, I have more stuff, and then just pull it back out and put it back on the line. Okay, so we will do this. Now for these, I want it to be way higher. So we'll say, for this, like, a box of this is what? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, something like that? 500. Wait, that's 250, right? So 500, that's 2,000. So when it gets over 2,000, start killing it. Like, then the box is going to overflow. There we go. Okay. Kill it. No, when it's over 2,000. Greater than 2,000. So check this out, babe. Look at how I do this. She's always like, how do you do that? It's weird and don't show it to me. Yes. Anyway, Maybe we could do some videos together. We said we wanted to, right? There's the camera, obviously. You know where it is. All right, back to work. All right, off camera, I'm going to think about how to do this. And when I come back, we'll do like a bigger operation. I think most of this we know what to do, but now it's time to think about how am I going to operationalize this, because we're almost done. I do need to set up rockets. Now I know what to do on this planet. So the next episode, I'll be able to set all that stuff up. I'll be ready with some builds and stuff. I don't like to do builds on camera because there's a lot of and stuff like that. And then I have to cut and do a lot of editing. So I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.